Hello everyone, this is Mrs. C.S. Nirali from Food Chemistry and Nutrition Department, Kekewa College of Food Technology, Nashik, under course number FCN 112, course title Biochemistry, credits to 1 plus 1. Today I am going to discuss regarding vitamins. Coming to objectives, it includes introduction, general characteristics, general functions, classification, structure, individual characteristics, individual dietary sources, individual mechanism of action, individual function of all vitamins. Introduction includes the word vitamin comes from the Latin word vita, which means life. Vitamins are organic components in foods that are needed in very small amounts for growth and for maintaining good health. Everybody must eat a certain amount of vitamins to stay healthy. Vitamins are chemicals found in very small amounts in many different foods. Characteristics: vitamins are required in small quantities in the diet because they cannot be synthesized by the body. Water soluble vitamins cannot be stored in human tissues. Their excess is excreted with urine. Significant amounts of fat soluble vitamins can be stored in adipose tissue as well as liver. Synthetic vitamins are identical to natural vitamins. Once growth and development are completed, vitamins remain essential nutrients for the healthy maintenance of the cells, tissues, as well as organs. Functions: vitamins are helpful for the health and life of the body in the following regards. They build up the resistance of the body against diseases, prevent and cure various diseases caused by deficiency, help the digestion and utilization of mineral salts and carbohydrates in the body, stimulate and give strength to digestive and nervous system, help health production, help maintenance of a proper health and normal growth. Classification: on the basis of their solubility, vitamins are two types: fat soluble vitamins, which dissolve in water because fat is easily stored in our body. Fat soluble vitamins can be stored within our fat. This means they can accumulate and be saved for later. The fat soluble vitamins includes A, D, E, and K. Water soluble vitamins, they dissolve in water because of our body is watery environment. These vitamins can move through our body pretty easily and they can also be flushed out by the kidneys. Water soluble vitamins include the B complex vitamins as well as the vitamin C. B complex includes 8 vitamins: vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. Vitamin classification in tabular form: water soluble, non B complex, that is ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C. B complex, त्याच्यामध्ये in that energy releasing, hematopoietic, other. Energy releasing includes thiamine, that is B1, riboflavin B2, niacin, vitamin B3, biotin, pantothenic acid. Hematopoietic, folic acid, vitamin B12. Other: pyridoxine, that is vitamin B6, pyridoxal, pyridoxamine. Fat soluble vitamins: vitamin A, retinol, beta carotenes, vitamin D, cholecalciferol, vitamin K, phylloquinones, minoquinones, vitamin E, tocopherols. Water soluble versus fat soluble vitamins. Criteria: water soluble, fat soluble. Absorption if we see directly into blood, lymph via CM. Transport: it is very freely require carrier for fat soluble. Storage: circulate freely in cells with fat. Excretion in urine: stored in fat. Toxicity: possible with supplements. Likely supplements. Requirements: every 2 to 3 days. Fat soluble vitamins every week. Chemical structure of All the vitamins are given in this chart. Fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. Coming to vitamin A. Vitamin A is a group of unsaturated nutritional organic compounds that includes retinol, retinal, retinoic acid, and several provitamin A carotenoids, among which beta carotene is the most important. Its active form is present only in animal tissue. Daily requirement: men and women with 600 micrograms, pregnancy and lactating women 950 micrograms, infants 350 micrograms, children 600 micrograms. These are the structural representation of the all four types of vitamin A. Dietary source of vitamin A are carrot, papaya, meat, eggs, cheese, sweet potato, peppers, mangoes, avocado, melon, fish, broccoli, peaches, apricots, squash. These are the rich sources of vitamin A. Vitamin A dietary retinal esters are hydrolyzed by pancreatic or intestinal hydrolysis in intestine, releasing retinol and free fatty acids. Carotenes are hydrolyzed by beta carotene 15 to 15 prime dioxygenase of intestinal cells to release 2 moles of retinol, which is reduced to retinol. In intestinal mucosal cells, retinol is re-esterified to LCFA, incorporated into chylomicrons and transferred to lymph. Retinol esters of chylomicrons are taken up by liver and get stored. When required, vitamin A is released from liver as free retinol. Retinol is transported in circulation by plasma retinol binding protein in association with albumin, that is transthyretin. Retinol RBP complex binds to specific receptors on cell membranes of peripheral tissues and enters cells. Carry retinol by cellular retinol binding proteins and cellular retinoic acid binding proteins to nucleus and binds to chromatin, that is DNA. Rhodopsin is the membrane protein in receptor of photoreceptor of retina. This is the reaction what exactly takes place, which is shown in the picture. Functions: vitamin A helps a role in variety of functions throughout the body, such as vision, gene transcription, immune function, embryonic development and reproduction, bone metabolism, hematopoiesis, the production of blood cells and platelets, skin and cellular health, antioxidant activity. Vitamin D. It refers to a group of fat soluble vitamins, secosteroids, a type of steroid with a broken ring found in liver and fish oils, are obtained by irradiating provitamin D with ultraviolet light and are responsible for enhancing intestinal absorption of calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphate, and zinc. It is also called sunshine vitamin as it is easily available from sunshine. It is available in two forms: cholecalciferol, that is vitamin D3, which is made from 7 dehydrocholesterol in the skin of animals and humans, calciferol D2, which is obtained artificial, ergo calciferol. The two structures are given in the pic. Dietary sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D. The body makes vitamin D when it is exposed to UV rays from the sun. Coming to food sources: cheese, margarine, butter, fortified milk, healthy cheese, cereals, fatty fish. Daily requirement: men and women 0.01% milligrams, pregnancy and lactation 0.01 milligrams, infants and children 0.01 milligrams. Vitamin D is carried in the bloodstream to the liver where it is converted into the prohormone calcidiol. Circulating calcidiol may then be converted into calcitriol. the biologically active form of vitamin D in the kidneys. Following the final converting step in the kidney, calcitriol is released into the circulation. By binding to vitamin D binding protein, a carrier protein in the plasma, calcitriol is transported to various target organs. In addition to the kidneys, calcitriol is also synthesized by monocyte macrophages in the immune system. When synthesized by monocyte macrophages, calcitriol acts locally as a cytokine, defending the body against microbial invaders by stimulating the innate immune system. Whether it is made in the skin or ingested, cholecalciferol is hydroxylated in the liver. This reaction is catalyzed by the microsomal enzyme vitamin D25 hydroxylase, which is produced by hepatocytes. Once made, the product is released into the plasma, where it is bound to a alpha globulin vitamin D binding protein. Calcitriol is transported to the proximal tubules of the kidneys, where it is hydroxylated to form calcitriol. This product is a potent ligand of a vitamin D receptor, which mediates most of the physiological actions of the vitamin. Functions of vitamin D: it maintains calcium balance, cell differentiation, immunity, blood pressure regulation, development of bones as well as teeth. Vitamin E refers to a group of compounds that include both tocopherols and tocotrienols. They are naturally occurring antioxidants. It is also called anti-aging factor. The word tocopherol is derived from the word toco, which means childbirth, and pheros means to bear. It is yellow liquid freely soluble in fat solvent. Tocopherol alpha, beta, gamma, delta have been obtained from the natural sources. The structure of tocopherol is like this. Dietary sources of vitamin E: almonds, mustard greens, dried apricots, pine nuts, cold pressed plant oils, bell peppers, papaya, green olives, sunflower seeds, cooked spinach, avocado, red chili powder, paprika. Daily requirement are men 8 to 10 milligrams, women 5 to 8 milligrams, children 8.3 milligrams, infant 4 to 5 milligrams. Vitamin E free radicals such as superoxide hydroxyl ions and nitric oxide all contain an unpaired electron. These radicals can have a negative effect on the cells, causing oxidative damage that leads to cell death. Antioxidants such as vitamin E prevent cell damage by binding to the free radical and neutralizing its unpaired electron. For example, when vitamin E binds to OORO2, they form an intermediate structure that is converted to a tocopherol phenol. A recent population based study of antioxidants concluded that a diet rich in foods containing vitamin E might help protect some people against Alzheimer's disease. Vitamin E in the form of supplements was not associated with the reduction in the risk. Functions of vitamin E: antioxidant, most powerful natural free radical scavenger, protects all cell membranes, protects LDL from oxidation, protection of double bonds in polyunsaturated fatty acids, prevention of rancidity, works in conjugation with the selenium. Vitamin E also plays a role in neurological functions and inhibition of platelet aggregation. Vitamin E also protects lipids and prevents the oxidation of polyunsaturated fatty acids. Vitamin K refers to a group of structurally similar fat soluble vitamins the body needs for complete synthesis of certain proteins that are required for blood coagulation, and also certain proteins that the body uses to manipulate binding of calcium in bone and other tissues. Vitamin K is naturally produced by the bacteria in the intestines. It is essential for production of a type of protein called prothrombin and other factor involved in blood clotting mechanism. Hence, it is known as anti-hemorrhagic vitamin. Vitamin K includes two natural vitamins: vitamin K1 phylloquinone, vitamin K2 minoquinone. Dietary sources of vitamin K are the following: daily requirement, men and women 70 to 140 micrograms, children 35 to 75 micrograms. Vitamin K induces synthesis of prothrombin in vitamin K deficient rat is only slightly inhibited by cycloheximide treatment. Vitamin K is a cofactor for the enzyme gamma glutamate carboxylase. This enzyme is required for the post-translational modification of proteins that contain the amino acid residue glutamic acid. In the presence of vitamin K and GGCX, these proteins go through a carboxylation process that alters the structure by converting glucose residues into gamma carboxyglutamic acid residues. The functional significance of this change is that GLA residues have a strong binding affinity to calcium. Thus, in support of the blood clotting pathway, vitamin K is required for the activation of prothrombin factors 7, 9, and 10. The isolated prothrombin does contain radioactivity if the vitamin K deficient rats are treated with vitamin K, but no cycloheximide. When radioactive amino acids were given to deficient rats 1 hour before cycloheximide and vitamin K, radioactivity was found in prothrombin. These data suggested that in the intact rat, the action of vitamin K is to convert a protein precursor with a short biological half-life. Functions of vitamin K. It is essential for the hepatic synthesis of coagulation factor 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Clotting, it prevents hemorrhage only in cases when there is defective production of prothrombin. Oxidative phosphorylation, it acts as a cofactor in oxidative phosphorylation associated with lipid. Vitamin K is needed for carboxylation of glutamyl residues of calcium binding transport between the flavin coenzyme and the cytochrome system. Vitamin K helps blood clotting, essential to stop bleeding from wounds. People with the vitamin K deficiency may experience easy bruising, nosebleeds, etc. Although the deficit of vitamin is rare to occur. The sources of vitamin K are animal fats, egg yolks, whole milk, red meat, and dark green vegetables like spinach, asparagus, etc. Water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins found in yeast, grain, rice, vegetables, fish, and meat. These are essential coenzymes required in energy releasing mechanism. They also act as coenzymes for metabolism of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Water soluble includes B1 thiamine, B2 riboflavin, B3 niacin, B5 pantothenic acid, B6 pyridoxine, B7 biotin, B9 folic acid, B12 cobalamin, vitamin C ascorbic acid. Vitamin B1 thiamine, it is also called anti-beriberi factor, anti-neurotic factor, and also aneurin. It is colorless basic organic compound composed of a sulfated pyrimidine ring. All living organisms use thiamine, but it is synthesized only in bacteria, fungi, and plants. Contains sulfur and nitrogen group destroyed by alkaline and heat. Coenzyme is thiamine pyrophosphate (TPP). Vitamin B1 structure is denoted in the picture. Dietary sources of vitamin D1: tuna, sunflower seeds, white beans, black beans, dried and frozen peas, fresh peas, borlotti, cranberry beans, lentil, green beans, sesame seeds. That is nothing but almost all the beans contains vitamin B1. rich sources. Daily requirement: men 1.3 milligrams, women 1 milligram, pregnancy and lactation 2 milligrams, children 1.1 milligram. Thiamine, the conversion of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, feeds important molecules into the Krebs cycle, which allows the cell to produce energy. The conversion of alpha-ketoglutarate to succinyl-CoA is necessary for the Krebs cycle to continue spinning. Without vitamin B1 thiamine, the cycle would slow, causing decreased energy production. Synthesis of neurotransmitter: convert to pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. Thiamine is metabolized to its active form TPP by PFTPK in an ATP-dependent manner. Functions of thiamine: vitamin B1 is very essential for converting carbohydrate into energy. The most important use of thiamine is in the treatment of beriberi, a condition caused by a deficiency of thiamine in the diet. Symptoms include swelling, tingling, burning sensation in the hands and feet, confusion, difficulty breathing. Vitamin B1 helps in maintaining the healthy nervous system. Vitamin B1 is necessary for healthy mucous membranes. It is helps in digestion of food. It provides strength to muscles. It is very useful for the proper functioning of the heart. Vitamin B2, riboflavin. It is also called a beauty vitamin. It is yellowish green fluorescent compound soluble in water. The word riboflavin is derived from two sources. Ribose means many ribose sugars found in several vitamins. Flavin, yellow. It is widely involved in oxidation reduction reactions. The structural representation is given in the picture. Dietary sources of vitamin B2: Venchum, yogurt, soybeans, milk, cremini mushrooms, spinach, tempeh, goat milk, shiitake, mushrooms, almonds. Daily requirement: men 1.5 milligrams, women 1.2 milligrams, pregnancy and lactation 2.3 milligrams, children 1.3 milligrams. Riboflavin, that is vitamin B6, is a collective term for a group of three related compounds: pyridoxine, pyridoxal, and pyridoxamine, and their phosphorylated derivatives. That is pyridoxine 5' phosphate, pyridoxal 5' phosphate, um, and pyridoxine 5' phosphate. Although all the six compounds should technically be referred to as B6, the term vitamin B6 is the commonly used interchangeably with just one of them, pyridoxine. Vitamin B6, principally in the form of coenzyme pyridoxal 5' phosphate, is involved in a wide range of biochemical reactions, include the metabolism of amino acids and glycogen, the synthesis of nucleic acids, hemoglobin, sphingomyelin, and other sphingolipids, and the synthesis of neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and gamma aminobutyric acid. Functions of riboflavin: it is essential for normal growth, metabolism. It is involved in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, digestion, uh, nervous system, proper functioning of nervous system, useful for normal tissue repair, respiration, necessary for healthy mucous membranes, good for skin, nails, as well as eyes. It helps and protects the body against cancer. Vitamin B3, niacin. Vitamin B3 is also known as niacin or nicotinic acid, essential for metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, as well as fat. It is colorless, water soluble, solid derivatives of pyridine with a carboxyl group at the third position. It is a pyridine derivative and is a precursor of the coenzyme NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Niacin, nicotinamide structural representation is there in the picture. Dietary source of niacin: 12 foods containing niacin, that is vitamin D3. It is important for us to include in our daily diet. It has shown to be greatly reduce anxiety and depression. Niacin is also needed to help lower cholesterol levels. Avocados, broccoli, tomatoes, dates, mushrooms, asparagus, Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, sweet potatoes, carrots, almonds, spinach. Daily requirement: men 17 milligrams, women 13 milligrams. Pregnancy and lactation 12 to 15 milligrams. Children 15 milligrams. Niacin and its a precursor tryptophan, which is converted to niacin in the liver, form the active coenzyme nicotine adenine dinucleotide NAD and nicotine dinucleotide adenine dinucleotide phosphate NADP. Niacin can decrease the synthesis of ApoB, apolipoprotein B, containing lipoproteins VLDL, LDL, IDL, and LP via several mechanisms. Direct inhibition of DGAT2, a key enzyme for triglyceride synthesis, binding to the receptor HCAR2, also called GPR10109A, thereby decreasing lipolysis and FFA flux to the liver for triglyceride synthesis and increased ApoB catabolism. Meanwhile, HDL cholesterol levels are increased by niacin through direct and indirect pathways. Niacin decreases CETP mass and actively, and this effect together with the decrease in triglyceride levels can indirectly raise HDL cholesterol levels. Direct effect on the beta chain of ATP synthase and on production and hepatic impact and of ApoA1 also include increase HDL cholesterol levels. Abbreviations apolipoprotein CETP, cholesterol ester transferase protein TG82, diacylglycerol acyl transferase 2, free fatty acids HCAR2, hydroxycarboxy acid receptor 2, LPA lipoprotein 8, TG triglycerides. Functions of niacin. Vitamin B3 helps in releasing energy from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Vitamin D3, B3 is very essential for DNA synthesis. It is essential for production of estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. That is the sex hormones. It is also helpful in reducing migraine headaches. Vitamin B3 is a niacinamide, may improve arthritis symptoms, including increasing joint mobility and reducing the amount of anti-inflammatory medications needed. It is necessary for healthy skin, nerves, and digestive system. High doses of niacin medications are used to prevent development of atherosclerosis and to prevent recurrent complications such as heart attack and peripheral vascular disease in those with the condition. It helps to detoxify the body. Vitamin B3 is very essential for the proper digestion of the food. Vitamin B5, pantothenic acid is also known as pantothenic acid, water soluble vitamin, discovered by Roger J. Williams in 1919. Tissue extract from a variety of biological materials provide a growth factor for yeast. This growth factor identified by pantothenic acid. This word derived from Greek word pantos, meaning everywhere. Part of coenzyme A essential for metabolism of carbohydrate, fat, protein. Structural representation is there in the picture. Dietary sources of vitamin B5, chicken liver, avocados, sunflower seeds, salmon, yogurt, mushrooms, corn, sun-dried tomatoes, cauliflower, broccoli. Daily requirement: men 10 milligrams, women 10 milligrams, children 5.5 milligrams. Pantothenic acid is a precursor of it, coenzyme A, which is a cofactor for a variety of enzyme catalyzed reactions involving transfer of acetyl group. Functions of pantothenic acid include oxidative metabolism of carbohydrates, gluconeogenesis, synthesis and degradation of fatty acids, and synthesis of steroids, cholesterol, steroid hormones, sphingosine, citrate, acetoacetate, and porphyrin. Taking additional B5 increases the amount of coenzyme available for use in the cell. The more coenzyme A, the more fatty acids can be metabolized, which means they are oxidized or burned up as energy production. Functions of vitamin B5, pantothenic acid. Vitamin B5 plays an important role in helping release energy from sugars, starches, and fats. Vitamin B5 is important for releasing energy stored as fat. It is equally important for the creation of fat. Two basic types of fats, fatty acids and cholesterol, both require CoA from form of B5 for their synthesis. Sometimes it is important for the body to make small chemical changes in the shape of cell proteins. Thus, vitamin B5 is used in this case. They are essential for the cell metabolism. They are very helpful in the cholesterol metabolism, accelerates wound healing. It is also used as an anti-stress factor. Allergies, headaches, arthritis, psoriasis, insomnia, asthma, and infections have also all been treated with some effectiveness using vitamin B5. Vitamin B6 pyridoxine B6. Vitamin B6 refers to a group of chemically very similar compounds which can be interconverted in biological systems. Vitamin B6 is part of vitamin B complex group and its active form pyridoxal 5' phosphate serves as a cofactor in many enzyme reactions in amino acid, glucose, and lipid metabolism. It is a white crystalline substance soluble in water and alcohol. The structural representation is there in the picture. Dietary source of vitamin B6, milk, fish, vegetables, beans, eggs, peanuts, sunflower seeds, etc. Daily requirement: men, women 2 milligrams, children 1.7 milligrams, infant 0.1 to 0.4 milligrams. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine, phosphate, they are interconvertible in presence of different enzymes. The thing is given in the picture clearly. There are six types of pyridoxine, pyridoxine phosphate, pyridoxal phosphate, pyridoxamine phosphate. Functions of vitamin B6: make antibodies. Antibodies are needed to fight many diseases, maintain normal nerve function, make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries oxygen in the red blood cells to the tissues. A vitamin B6 deficiency can cause a form of anemia. Break down proteins. The more protein you eat, the more vitamin B6 you need. Keep blood sugar glucose in normal ranges, assist in the balancing of sodium and potassium levels, promotes RBC production of serotonin, dopamine, noradrenaline, and adrenaline. Vitamin B7 biotin. Vitamin B7 or biotin, also known as vitamin H or coenzyme R, is a water soluble B vitamin. Biotin is a coenzyme for carboxylase enzymes involved in the synthesis of fatty acids, isoleucine and valine, and in gluconeogenesis. Dietary source of vitamin B7. Vitamin B7 rich foods: eggs, yeast, cauliflower, raspberries, bananas, walnuts, almonds. Daily requirement: men, women 100 to 200 micrograms, children 50 to 200 micrograms, infants 35 micrograms. Functions of vitamin B7. The sufficient intake of vitamin B7 biotin is important as it helps the body to convert the food into glucose, which is used to produce energy, produce fatty acids and amino acids, the building blocks of protein, activate protein or amino acid metabolism in the hair roots and fingernail cells. The European Food Safety Authority, which provides scientific advice to assist policy makers, has confirmed that clear health benefits have been established for dietary intake of vitamin B7, that is biotin, in contributing to normal macronutrient metabolism, normal energy yielding metabolism, the maintenance of normal skin and mushroom membranes, the normal function of the nervous system, the maintenance of normal hair, normal psychological functions. Vitamin B9, folic acid, dietary sources. Vitamin B7 is also known as folic acid, folacin, or folate. It is a water soluble vitamin. It is a yellow crystalline substance. Dietary sources: lentil, borlotti beans, chickpeas, spinach, black beans, white beans, red beans, cabbage, turnip beans, lima beans. Folic acid, the different metabolic chain is given in the picture in detail. Functions of vitamin B9: formation of RBC. Folic acid in combination with B12 is essential for formation maturation. Now it is necessary for growth and division of all body cells. Hair and skin, it is essential for the health of skin and hair. Pregnancy, it is important nutrient for the pregnant woman and her developing fetus. Folic acid improves the lactation. DNA synthesis, transfer of single carbon units, synthesis of adenine and guanine, anti-cancer drug methotrexate, and homocysteine metabolism, neurotransmitter formation. Vitamin B12 cobalamin. Vitamin B12 is a complex organometrics compound called as cobalamin, which is a cobalt containing porphyrin. It is freely soluble in water. Sources mostly found in animal products such as meat, shellfish, milk, cheese, and eggs, clams, oysters, mussels, caviar, that is fish, eggs, octopus, crab, and lobster are the great source of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 coenzyme B12 react to CCO bond, participates in three main types of enzyme catalyzed reactions: isomerases, rearrangements in which a hydrogen atom is directly transferred between two adjacent atoms with a concomitant exchange of the second substituent X, which may be a carbon atom with substituents an oxygen atom of an alcohol or an amine. These use the ADO B12 adenosyl cobalamin form of the vitamin. Methyl transferases, methyl group transfers between two molecules. These use Me-B12 methyl cobalamin form of the vitamin. Dehalogenases, reactions in which a halogen atom is removed from. Functions of vitamin B12: red blood cells, it is essential for the production of RBCs. It improves concentration, memory, and the nervous system. It is important for metabolism of fat, carbohydrate, proteins, folic acid. It promotes growth and increases appetite. Deficiency: anemia, it leads to megaloblastic or pernicious anemia. Demyelination are irreversible of nerve cell death. Vitamin C, the water soluble non B complex vitamin is vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. It is also called ascorbic acid and antibiotic vitamin. It is the most active reducing agent. It is powerful antioxidant synthesized by most animals, not by humans. Vitamin C structure is given in the picture. Sources are food sources. Valencia orange, Isai fruit, kiwi fruit, turnip greens, apricots, mango, ivy cod, nori, cantaloupe. And there are so many other sources are there, and most of the fruits and basically citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C. Daily requirement: men, women 70 to 90 milligrams, children 40 milligrams, infant 25 milligrams, pregnancy and lactation 80 milligrams. Vitamin C, the chemopreventive action of vitamin C is attributed to two of its functions. It is a water soluble chain breaking antioxidant. As an antioxidant, it scavenges free radicals and react to oxygen molecules which are produced during metabolic pathways of detoxification. It also prevents the formation of carcinogens from precursor compounds. The structure of ascorbic acid is reminiscent of glucose from which it is derived. Functions of vitamin C: synthesis of collagen, maintenance of necessary for maintenance of bones and proper functioning of the adrenal and thyroid gland, antioxidant to stimulate human function, combats bacterial infection, reduces effects of allergy producing substances, and protects vitamin A, E, and some B complex vitamins from oxidation. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy, fragility of blood vessels, easy bruising, hemorrhage, poor healing, pain in bones and muscles, poor bone and dentin formation, compromised immunity. These are the different references you can go through for the topic we covered. This is regarding vitamins topic. Thank you everyone for your patience listening. References includes most of the uh, includes most of the uh, online material available on the in the net, and they are it covering the topic in a systematic way. Thank you everyone for your patient listening.